Lauryn Mound's portrait opening scrapbook, The Miseducation of Lauryn Mound, turns 20 the year, and to commemorate, the artist is headed out on round. A 20-day run has been announced through the U.S. in world dates anticipated to pursue. The artist will execute the much Grammy-winning recording in its completeness at every of the shows. Following Diagram successful in the Fugues, Mound went recital and liberated Miseducation, her just workshop recording. The fruitful scrapbook has lost 3 times platina in the UK with its 1998 produce, marketing more than rather than 19 millionth copies world. At the 1999 Grammys, the recording won 5 awards consisting Scrapbook of the Year. Mound driven along the sounds of reggae, rap and hip-hop infused in a sincere sweet splendid in authoritative lyric. She is by far the solitary largest essential woman painter of my period. She was the other upcoming, he says, departure on to behalf her recording as his all-time favorite scrapbook by a woman painter. She was as strong a artist, as say Mary J. Blige, not ultimate love Whitney Houston, but very emotional, and later, for me, she was the magnificent woman raper of her general as so. The Wireless 1Xtra DJ says the substance of the lyric was as key to the successful as the musicianship. It was very clean. She went versus the corn and it driven trust. Human beings were looking at R&B accounting records as really ghetto fantastic. At the period it was all on brilliant videos, in girls in bikinis, but the material was missing. Lauryn Mound driven material to the play at a main standard. Down there were a lot of artists who had material how didn't get heard but she fair had it all, she had the entire pack. DJ and traffic wireless bearer Sarah Jane Crawford agrees inviting the substance, articulate and intelligent. She is an unbelievable raper by nobody's standards, I can't believe of else woman raper making things love how at how period. She talked on her household, on female concerning themselves and creature fair on ego. She was actual. She had the emotion adulthood for her year, each chant you could communicate to. And she did it all to these Afro beats and was pride of her legacy. She was pride to be dark, she didn't correct her wool, that was a big transactions. She was an unique dark beautiful. Portion of Mound's unparalleled successful was how she ruined via to whites audiences as a raper and thigh-hop painter, Crawford adds. Lauryn Mound controlled to communicate to a massive world auditorium and supervised to be social deliberate at the identical period. She was expressive youthful human beings not to be disorderly and to include trust. She touches on racing and youthful and sort. Nelson says she was a lyric poet other to know, thou sense you include to hear to the speech, he says, acknowledging he normally prefers a chance crochet or bass line. Though if thou re not a lyric kind of man, it forces thou. I heard to each lyrical on her scrapbook. Unsurprisingly, Mound is yet quoted as one of the key influences on lot of present's largest success artists. Adele told in 2011 how her favorite scrapbook always was The Miseducation of Lauryn Mound, and recalls theft the recording of her mother's gallery and analyzing the recording for on a monthly at the age of 8. I was always wonder while I would be how ardent on thing, to compose a recording on it, although I didn't aware I was departure to do a recording while I was older. End of YouTube position by Napster I loving her, she's shiny, the high artist added. Lauryn Mound is as well credited in Help Start the career of megastar John Myth, whose main record opening was Game Piano on All Is All, of the Miseducation scrapbook. The common human beings artist says it was cute cold departure behind to high school possessing been a portion of the LP since it was the phonogram to all's year. She added she had been hard to do an LP in a unprocessed end to it, and had intentionally avoiding with computers to squeeze and smooth out the audio. I want listen how thick of audio, she told. Thou can't get how of a machine, since a machine's too ultimate. But how humane item, how's which makes the wool on the behind of my cervix stay up. I loving how. But now Mound is affecting a new general of stars. Via Clean Opportunity, both of Cardi B and Duck include selected X Element on their newest releases. Cardi B's Be Cautious more than finally acting on several of the lyric of Mound's grief hymn rather than Duck's Pleasant for which, that contains the sped up crochet of the recording through his chant. Nelson says the sample by Cardi B and Duck is to be anticipated with, onto him, each painter someone's accompanied Lauryn Mound has been affecting by her. They've all been affecting by her. All of them. You can put Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, Mary J. Blige, Amy Winehouse in down there. No of the is whatever out of Lauryn Mound. See at the instant impact of Whitney making My Loving Is Yours Loving, that was spelled and manufactured by Mound's Fugues bandmate Wyclef Jean. You can't speak me Amy didn't love Lauryn Mound, he's not probable. Couple of our big woman singers always, Adele and Amy Winehouse, include certainly been affecting by Lauryn Mound. Star told, Miseducation raised boundaries for woman artists. Written time she was hard pregnant woman, her opening scrapbook busted via the production's window roof, rejection community's concept how a woman painter must select among start a household and possessing a success career. She recalls Mound's productivity at the 2005 Mobos. I individually got to eyewitness the devotion and force she put in preparation for her productivity of doo-wop, how item. While we affirmed how she was departure to be on the draft, the standard of emotion of both of fans and the production is difficult to overlook. Crawford says she enjoys listening Lauryn Mound tracks selected by some artists, I'll ever believe of the unique, that is no bad item. Their profitable reverence to her, profitable their honor, and he's large to listen the chant in a various path. Will she always produce a pursue up to Miseducation? Perhaps no, says Psar. Yet her one and just scrapbook continues to resound in audiences 20 years on of its original produce. Nelson as well doesn't believe we'll see the love of Mound once again. 20 years on and not one's done and scrapbook to concern he. This piece of music industry is all on synchronization, he adds. We necessary her at how period and we got her at how period. Several artists include 20 albums and Dong T include one really large recording. She's taking into account us one scrapbook and how's all we necessary.